Alright, hello, welcome to the weather update. It is quite late. It's midnight, December 3rd, 2018. I didn't have a chance to put this weather update together. But as far as the rain goes, the rain wasn't too bad today. It wasn't as bad as we thought, so we didn't really get. Yeah, we got close to an inch of rain, I would say, at Farmingdale, but not over an inch of rain. Seeing if I can find some rainfall totals for you in a minute. The heaviest and the steadiest of the rain was overnight and the early this morning, but for the rest of the day, it was just kind of nasty with fog and drizzle, and the drizzle was pretty heavy too, which is why you see that some of the drizzle did wind up accumulating, even though it was just drizzle, and very dense fog too, visibly down to a quarter of a mile, and this due to this warm, humid air going over the cool waters. So we did reach the 50s here at Farmingdale, as you can see. Now, if we look further south, it was a lot warmer. In Jersey, it got up to 63. So I'm just going to refresh on this. So it got up to 63 in Jersey, as you see here, high of 63, and they did not have the fog as much because the wind was not coming off the water for them. That's why it was warmer, and that's why they didn't have the fog. Be a little occasional light rain, but nothing too bad. But you can see some of these dew points getting up to the low 60s. That's pretty humid. So very unusually moist air. As far as the rainfall for them, doesn't look like they got all that much. So it definitely underperformed for once. It definitely underperformed on the models. That's good. But anyway, now we're going to talk about. I want to thank one of my viewers for providing this link for me for the monthly weather summary. So we're going to get that for Central Park now, and oh, that's still the old one. It's November 1st. Alright, so they don't have the new one yet in. We do have the preliminary one, though. So we'll get the preliminary one for Central Park. And this is the preliminary, so I just want to share with you the... I just want to share with you the rainfall. That is, actually, this is December, so this is not the one we want. Archive, we gotta go do... Alright, here we go. So here is the rainfall amount. So the rainfall amount for November was 7.62 inches at Central Park, and that is a 3.60 departure from normal. We don't know if that was a record or not, but that is quite a lot of rain for the month, right? And then there was 6.4 inches of snow too, to note at Central Park as well. The departure from normal as far as the temperature goes was actually 3.3 degrees below normal for November. So it was a little colder than normal. So that's good to see. We finally broke the streak of being above normal as far as the temperature goes. I'm going to see if we have... No, we don't have any rainfall reports. Alright, so, because it wasn't really that notable of a rainfall. So let's take a look and see what the weather is going to be doing now for this week into the next week. Alright, so we have this low pressure, went well to the west, so we got into the warm air. And that moves away. We have a cold front moving through tomorrow night, which probably won't bring much of anything. Tomorrow will be a mix of sun and... Well, we'll get to that later. We're showing the general outlook right now. So you can see a cold pattern now developing. High pressure is coming out of Canada, bringing us fair and cold weather, so seasonably cold weather. The next bit of action comes with this system down here, forming in the Gulf. And with the cold air in place, we could have a snowstorm on our hands. But this model seems to track it well to the south. As you can see, it goes well to the south. It misses us well to the south, and we don't see a storm out of it. So that would be good. We don't see a storm. But, of course, as you know, things can change. And then we have another big high-pressure system building in for us during the week, bringing us some nice weather. So, fair weather. And right through the week, looks like right through Wednesday, we should have some nice weather. So, I like that suppressed storm track to the south. That's good. We go beyond that. The storm, we have another storm going to the west, and it looks like another cold air outbreak for around December 18th. Alright, so you see this cold air outbreak. I'll show you the temperature anomaly. You'll see that. The cold, the blue. So we'll be seeing some cold air for sure. And looks like definitely be seeing some cold air. And then it kind of just... Next week it's a little more average, but this week we're going to be below normal. You can see the cold air in there. All right, so that's the GFS long-range outlook. Let's go a little shorter range. Let's look at our own area, and let's change this to cloud cover, because there's not really going to be much precipitation to look at the next couple. This whole entire week is actually going to be fairly dry for once. So we're finally getting into a different kind of pattern, a drier pattern, without storms for an entire week, which is definitely very nice. So as far as tomorrow goes, we're going to see a lot of clouds around. It won't be that clear. The sun will peek out from time to time. And then as we go into Tuesday, we should be seeing a lot more sun, so a lot more clear skies for Tuesday. Some more clouds Wednesday, perhaps, as another like clipper type system moves through. It won't really provide much in the way of moisture. And then behind that on Thursday should be maybe a clear day, but more clouds do roll in, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Maybe another system there moving through, and then Friday. So these are just like weak systems, just a lot. Maybe it's just some residual lake effect moisture. Some of it's due to a cyclonic flow, but it looks like Tuesday and Friday look like the days where we would most likely see some clear skies. And then there's that system that goes off to the south of us. And then Monday also looks to be like a clear day as well. Wow, completely clear. So that's good. And then looks like another frontal system maybe gets close to us on Tuesday. But it looks like maybe we're finally starting to see some drier weather. Hopefully this drier pattern holds, because we're all tired of this gloomy weather, not seeing the sun, and constant precipitation. So we'll look at the temperatures. Let's see. Now tomorrow is going to be warm. So going tomorrow. Tomorrow will be warm. You'll see the temperatures will be getting up into the mid 50s. But then things drop a lot with that cold front coming in on Tuesday, and then we struggle to reach the low 40s on Tuesday, and the same goes for Wednesday. We might only be in the 30s, Thursday, Friday. So we have a below normal, cold and dry pattern in effect for us, and that's awesome, because that's what we want to see, and you see that for the weekend as well. So it looks like a good pattern is setting up for us now, finally. So I'm very glad about that. It's about freaking time that we have a good pattern, because the weather has been pretty crappy. All right. I'll just show you the NAM model, because I usually like to go over two models here to show you how that's going to handle the temperatures tomorrow. It's a little more of a higher resolution, so you could see that you could actually see that cold front coming through tomorrow night and the temperature dropping. There you go. There, you see it, and it actually has it quite chilly for as a little colder than the NAM usually does. A little colder, so we might not even get out of the 30s on Tuesday, perhaps, which would really be nice. All right, we'll take a look at the clouds, the sky cover. So again, tomorrow, the NAM's giving us a little more sun, maybe by the late morning, early afternoon hours. But the clouds will come back in with that secondary front, and then for Tuesday, looks like it has it mostly clear. So we're finally breaking out of this wet pattern, I think. So I'm very glad to see that. Anyway, that is going to conclude this weather update, and hopefully we can have some tranquil, peaceful weather without precipitation. We can get outside and enjoy the sunshine, because we've been stuck in the clouds for way too long. Anyway, that is going to conclude this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.